Hello.
Hello.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Curiosity Cove. My name is Veda.
And this is your trusted captain speaking, and today we are finally bringing in the rear of the final part of the league tier
We
list.
really need like a air horn sound bite
Oh, brah, brah, brah,
thing for
brah,
yeah, just
brah.
for when we're doing the podcast.
Literally just for the intro alone. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, everything else can be done
as soon
without.
as soon as we say today we're talking about and just sound off the air horn, only soundboard we ever use ever.
Literally. It would be perfect, though.
Yeah. Well,
Oh my gosh. It's
I
been a
will.
minute,
It
dude.
has been a minute. We actually the reason we were a little late is we just had to rebuild the entire tier list because
Yeah.
it's funny too because yesterday I was like, okay, just got to make sure that's like up and going and running and good. And so I like popped it up and I said, okay, good, it saved it. Because we were talking about we were like, oh, baller, it saves your tier list when you make it. Like you can just
Yeah.
come back to it. And then I pulled it up and I said, bad
I
news.
said, it didn't save this time.
it
This
uh
time,
it
like
didn't do it.
I don't even know where it went.
Yeah, I actually have no because I tried pulling it up on both my browsers because I was like, oh well, maybe I used like Firefox instead of Opera for it, and then I was like,
Yeah.
but I was pretty sure that I had it on Opera, so then I pulled it up on Firefox. Nope, it just. I wonder if maybe I might have cleaned out like my cookies and stuff,
Uh,
and it might have wiped it
maybe.
because I was
It's a good
having.
guess.
Yeah, I was having internet issues yesterday. I don't remember what I did to fix them. Like just specifically on my web browser. Might have
Hmm.
cleared my cookies, might have screwed us a little. But
Well,
nevertheless, we're
we did
here.
it quick.
Yeah, we did do it pretty quick. We aren't
We
that
were just a
late.
little late for start,
Yeah,
and that's not even that bad.
we aren't like super late. We're like 2 minutes late. It's fine.
Yeah. So Covey's, you come on, give
Come
us
on,
2 minutes,
give us some
120
slack.
seconds, please. It's
um
been 3 weeks. You missed us, right?
yeah, literally. How are you? How was your day? How's the last 3 weeks?
It's been good. I've been a little anxious, like here and there, so trying to figure that out. But other than that, I've honestly been straight up vibing. Like
Good.
just going throughout day by day, taking it one step at a time. I've been making myself dinners almost every night, and I got myself some ice cream yesterday, so that was
Okay,
awesome.
love that for you.
Work's just been like a little much. So I could do without that, for
Yeah,
sure.
100%. Well,
Yeah,
that's
but
good.
overall, really can't complain. How have you
Yeah.
been?
I've been, I guess, decent. I wouldn't say that I've been like top tier, but I also haven't been down the dumps. Like I've just kind of been like coasting a little bit. I had
Yeah.
I had what I thought was the first seminar of my class. Okay, so it came out of nowhere last week on Tuesday or on Monday night technically.
Yeah.
We got an email from our teacher saying that we had like a mandatory thing to attend, which threw me for a loop because I was like, I didn't realize classes were starting immediately. So
Mhm.
naturally, I messaged Jay. I say, I can't, I'm fucked for the podcast. It's at 7 o'clock tomorrow, whatever. Come to find out, it my class does not start until June 15th. My teacher could not get this speaker during our 8 weeks of the course for the summer. So I guess she has the speaker come into every single one of her classes. And so we are technically being graded on something 2 weeks before class starts. Isn't that
What
crazy?
the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds stupid.
He is a class action lawyer and he talked to us about class actions. Specifically, there's one going on right now with Apple. And so he talked to us for like 2 hours about class actions. We had to write a little like page thing and then we had to email it to her. And she was like, this is unconventional, I know. However, you guys won't have a first week. So I technically don't have anything really to do my first week of this class, which is kind of nice because it's like an added break for doing one thing a couple weeks early. But yeah, I got so nervous because I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna like what am I gonna do about like I didn't know this class was starting so soon. What if it needs a textbook? I haven't even paid for this class yet.
Yeah.
Come to find out, it's not until June 15th that the class actually starts.
That's still so stress inducing. What the
Oh my
fuck,
god, it was
dude?
and to give a 24-hour notice, my assumption is she didn't know if she was going to do it. My assumption is she was like, I could just forego this or like have him record it or something. But it was a really cool opportunity because
Mm-hmm.
it was like think of like wanting to go into a career and like there's a aspect of it that like you just really never thought of, and then you have a 45-minute window at the end of learning about it to just ask anything. I asked so many questions. I've never been so involved in like a online lecture for a class,
Yeah.
but I had so many questions. I was like, what do you do if the class action fails? Do you have to notify everyone? Cuz I've always wondered that. And he was like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's the beauty of being a class action lawyer is like, no, you don't. And I was like, wait,
Interesting.
really? And he said, when you sign up for a class action, one of the things that you're signing up to is that you will receive correspondence if applicable. So if they settle, right, and you are owed money, you will get a notification. If not, out the window goes. And that's why, I mean, I've been on the other side of it. I've signed up for like a class action lawsuit and then I've heard absolutely nothing back, and that was my assumption, is that they just didn't win the case. But I was like, how do you protect against like scams though? Like how do you ensure somebody that you're not scamming them? And he said like 50% of the time you have to basically put it through some sort of like, go to this website and sign up for the class action lawsuit under this like official website name that you can check with the tracker, because if you were to try to reach out to everybody who's used it, it's all just going to spam anyways, because you're just
Yeah.
like, because it's just a mass email being sent out, and any like email, but like if you were sending a whole bunch of Gmails the same email with their name inserted, Gmail sometimes will just block that sender as probable spam and most people wouldn't see it. And I just like, these are just things that like I would have never thought about this going into marketing.
Yeah.
But it is very cool. But one of the big reasons that she wanted us to learn about it was because we're going to be doing case studies. And he was talking
Mm.
about when he went to law school, how he did his case studies on class action lawsuits, and it made him want to go into being a lawyer who does class action suits. So it was, honestly, it was really, really cool. I liked a lot of the stuff that he brought up and like taught us, because he was talking about how it's everything from like, these days you can pretty much class action almost every major company for like privacy leakage, so that's where a lot of the class actions are right now. So it's like, that's why we have all the ones for like Facebook and Google and Apple and stuff using our information without telling us, or like
Mm-hmm.
using facial recognition software is a big one right now. So I got to learn a lot about like the current, like, I guess, law climate of big corporates, and
Yeah.
how, and like it was really, really cool. I just, honestly, I was kind of like, I feel like you could have recorded this, but we wouldn't have gotten the Q&A section. So I
Yeah.
guess it's okay. Honestly, I listened to him talk about it while I played Forza Horizon 6.
That's a
That's like,
vibe.
that's what I did. Was I booted up Forza Horizon 6 for the first time, joined the Zoom call, played Forza Horizon, and then just sat like muted in a chat with people who were also playing Forza. And I mean, it was a vibe. It was kind of cool. But like, if
Yeah.
I actually had to go to this thing, I think I would have ditched it.
That's fair.
Yeah. But that's like the only
Interesting.
really exciting thing that I've done. I've also kind of just been vibing and like cooking myself little meals and like kind of planning on getting back. Now that it's warming up here, I'm thinking about going on like evening walks. Um,
Dude,
so
that's what I've been doing. I actually got back to going back to
dude,
the gym like last week.
you know what would
And
be
I've been so
so
proud.
sick? I thought about how cool it would be. I wish you lived just a bit closer to me so that
Hmm.
I could like drive to you or you could drive to me and we could just walk around and chat in the neighborhood.
Yeah. We totally would do that too.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like we would go walking every night to just be like, "Ugh, you know what's fucking killing me lately?"
Yeah, and just fucking have a little vent
Yeah, just
sesh.
fucking yap while we walk around.
Literally. Oh,
We
that'd be so
should we
nice.
should like find a way to do that every once in a while though.
Yeah.
Go to like a
I
forest
mean, even
preserve
if it's
and
just like once a month, that's literally
yeah.
nothing. Like I'll set aside time for
Mm-hmm.
that.
Yeah, I would be down for that. Just because like it's something active we can do, but also it's like we can yap sesh not in front of like a recorded screen or like
Of course.
in a group of people.
Yeah, yeah, of
Yeah,
course, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. I would be down for that.
I'm down. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Look, guys, we made plans.
Oh my god. IRL plans. Look at that.
IRL
Um
bestie, yes.
well, circling around to our plans for today though. Here
Mm.
is here we go. This is this is the tier list, totally the same one and not made like
Not made like a
15
little
minutes
bit
ago.
before this. Ha ha.
Okay, so if we want to, I don't know if while we were recreating it, if there's anything that you thought should be moved, otherwise we can just pick up straight up from Talia.
I was
Talia,
gonna say,
Talia.
what if we do what we did from last time, like start where we left off, but then at the end we'll give it a full look see and be like, you
Mhm.
know what, that person actually doesn't belong there, and we'll go from
I'm
there.
so down for that because I think that when we were remaking it, there were a few of them where I was like, man, maybe I don't think this person belongs here, you know?
Yeah, I goofed up on one of the names and I said Nidalee instead of Nyla when we were doing them.
Yeah.
And freaking Veda goes, did we really? And I was
Yeah.
like,
Well, I was
no.
like, yeah, there was like, I think it was A tier or something. And I was like, there's no way we put her that high.
Yeah. And I was like, did we really? We didn't, but it
Yeah.
was definitely a wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
It was crazy.
Okay, awesome. Well then, picking right up from where we left off, I just realized. Yeah, okay. I didn't know that did Timo get a rework? I just switched his icons and I don't remember.
He got a rework ages ago though.
Okay,
But
that makes more sense.
yeah.
All right, Talia.
Oh, honestly, I think she's up there. I
Yeah.
think I think she's good.
I think she's
It's
underutilized.
I was about to say, I just don't think enough people use her A correctly or B at all, really? Like I mean, to be honest, we watch Naoki play her and he's fucking nasty with it.
He's
So,
another one that I feel like the champs that he plays we get spoiled on because I literally the only other person that I know that plays Talia well at all is
mhm.
Doggo. And that
Yeah.
is I mean he barely plays League anymore, so it's a rarity for that one to come out.
Yeah. Um,
So I'm thinking low A maybe.
but
Like I
the thing is like I don't think she's picked enough.
yeah, but and that's the thing is that I think she's a really great champ if she's utilized well, but she would be like if A, bottom of A for me because I think she's such a great champ and her ult is like it is one of the best ults you could ask for in a team fight because you can just divide them and either force flashes out or
Yeah.
like obliterate one, like get a pick by choice. She's so strong in her kit. It's just that the people who play her, I feel like, do not utilize her correctly. And so she doesn't come across as like an amazing champ because, but that's not the champ's fault. It's the player base's fault.
Yeah.
Maybe high
Honestly,
B?
I was sitting looking at Ornn and Galio
Yeah, I'm thinking like right here, honestly. Or
because
maybe.
I like that they're by Shen, Galio, and Ornn because
Mm-hmm.
those are also universal ultis,
Yeah.
and I like that they kind of have the almost same vibe.
And I here's my thing is that if I was looking at like our group, right, and how well we
Yeah.
carry on the champs we know, I would be afraid of your Senna, my Shen, my Ornn. And then I think I would be afraid of Naoki's Talia and then maybe one of our Gallios.
True.
So I think that's a good spot for her. Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'm in. All right. Oh, fuck this guy. Talon.
Talon.
I can't. This guy makes me. I don't know how to counter him. I just like don't play against him enough to know. what the trick is, but honestly, it just feels like the trick is run.
I only get scared of really good talents. Otherwise, I think he's a shit champ, to be honest.
I really
Like,
like that he can jump over a wall and then 2 seconds later just jump over another wall. That's like
yeah.
so sick. I love that.
I think his kit is underrated 1000%.
Yeah, I would agree too.
Um, hmm.
The thing is I don't see him too much.
That's why I think I'm putting C right now.
Yeah, I kind of
Because I'm
vibe with
looking at
C.
D and like,
He kind of feels like he belongs in this region somewhere, though, because he is still high damage and very strong. But just
mhm.
like Azir and Sivir and Fiora, like you have to know what you're doing, and I feel like you have to get ahead early, because I've seen Talons that don't get a kill within the first, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and they go nowhere. They don't snowball at all.
Yeah. I'm kind of sitting looking at behind Fiddle in front of Nautilus, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think an unknowing fiddle player is still generally better than an unknowing talon player?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Because I feel like talent players, if they don't know what they're doing, they're just kick flipping over walls just cause. Or they don't know
I
how
laugh
to
because
use the
I'm pretty
ulti.
sure I've seen Tomo go, well, I've lost the jungle as Talon, and then he just starts kick flipping over jungle walls.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have a Fiddlesticks know the basic three abilities and then goof and ulti like on accident than a Talon who's just kick flipping and then goes
Yeah.
invisible and doesn't actually activate the ulti.
Yeah. I think that's fair. I've also seen the what makes me angry is with all of your mobility, why do people use his ult for escape in fights that he hasn't actually lost?
Exactly.
It bothers me so much. Like I don't know a thing about Talon. I've never touched him in my life, but even I am like, dude, you could have just flipped over a wall. I can't I obviously don't have my flash. I flashed into this fight. You can just leave.
Honestly, he could have kick flipped over the wall, take a second, and then ult back in. They would have no idea where you went.
Yeah, literally. I don't know. I feel like he's got so much mobility. I don't feel like people use it correctly. I feel like
Mhm.
people play him too aggressively too fast sometimes. And so I just think that he is like he's either a bee that's like looming around ready to sting you, or he's one that like stings you unprovoked and then dies for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vibe.
Vibe.
Tarek, I love this man. I wish more people played.
I love him so much. Like I never was a Tarek player early on because I just thought he was stupid. I thought he was dumb. I didn't think it was worth
Hmm.
my time. And then I like actually got to play him more in ARAMs because that's where I get to like mess around with peeps. And then I was like, fuck, he's actually really good. It just you have to have someone who backs it up.
Yeah, because if you put because it's who you're around that stuns with you, or is it a specific person?
Yeah. It's the laser beam stun.
Yeah, but like, how does that, like, is it somebody who's near you? Because when I play ARAMs and I'm like somebody tanky and there's a Tarek, it's usually like, I usually find that I am the one who has it, but I don't know if that's because I'm up front and within proximity, or if it's a targeted thing.
Oh, so his W causes the rainbow bridge, the thing that links you. So you can
Mm.
specifically pick it,
So
or
you can
if
change who it's on.
oh yeah,
Okay,
you just
okay, okay.
typically do someone who's gonna like get all up in there because you need that kind of energy
Yeah,
if you're gonna do that type of stun. Um, but if you don't have it on, then if you try to use that ability, like you can shield yourself with your W, then it
right.
just jumps to the closest person.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but you can specifically choose.
I mean, here's the thing. I think even though he's not played a whole bunch, I don't see him being below an A tier.
I don't either.
I think he's such a phenomenal support regardless of how much he's played.
The only thing that I think he lacks is his Q is a 3 spam heal, so like they recharge. Um but the it doesn't do enough. I feel like
Mm,
if he had a little bit more healing power, or maybe his shields did a little bit more, maybe he could be more, but I just feel like he's such a tanky dude and the stuns are so nice. I feel like the support aspect of like shielding and healing your ADC or another person on your team
mm-hmm.
lacks.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think he's S. But I
Yeah.
definitely think A tier probably.
I don't think I would put him above the ADCs that we have here, but
No, I'm kind of looking at Blitzcrank, like around there.
yeah.
But
Oh, this is
actually, I put him above Aphelios, below Heim, because I think a Heimerdinger is better than a Tarek,
yeah.
but a Tarek I feel like has more oomph than an
Well,
Aphelios at
yeah,
times.
and here's the thing is that if you look at it based on like, I guess like predictability of the player base, I feel like when you see a Heimer pick, most of the time, I feel like it's because they really know how to play Heimerdinger versus Tarek, I feel like is thrown at people if it's like I want to play a tanky support and they may not
Hmm.
know fully how his kit can be utilized.
Yeah, you
Um
can get by with Tarek though.
yeah, exactly. And I think that you
Hmm.
can't get by with Heimer. He's as somebody who's been forced to play him a couple times now in Mayhems, I do have a new appreciation for good Heimer players because everybody else seems to be a slippery little snake and I get got 20 times in a game. So
Hmm.
I don't know what the secret to Heimerdinger is, but I have a newfound respect for people who play him. I still hate him. I don't want to see him, but
Yeah, I don't either. My
yeah.
buddy was like top 100 Heimerdingers, and I just could not follow up.
Yeah, I it's a little out of my wheelhouse of capabilities, I think. I
Yeah.
think my thing is that I'm so engage heavy, like I love playing engaging champs. It's hard for me to play somebody who's like pop turrets down, stay back, da 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 da. Like the survivability is just very low for me on champs like that.
Yeah.
That's why I stuck with his name escapes me, Zareth as well.
Oh, I suck at Zereth so bad.
Yeah, you just have to stay too far back for my liking.
Hmm.
Speaking of staying far back and being a hooker, um, I love
Big up.
Thresh. I love Thresh so much. I mean, I like most of the hook champs, but like Thresh is my personal favorite. I would play him over Blitzcrank every time.
Yeah.
My
Playable
issue is
bear.
that I think he's good with the champs that he pairs well with. And then if you put him with a champ that he doesn't have good synergy with naturally, I think it's really rough.
Yeah, but I only agree with that because of his what is it? His W, the lantern.
Mm-hmm.
If you have someone who understands the concept of let Thresh do the work and then just grab the lantern at the end,
Mm-hmm.
you're in.
Yeah.
But if you go in or like don't get the concept of why the lantern like is just a pause so he can get in there first, because one who hooks the champ throws the lantern and then you all go at once is insane, or the
Yeah.
random thrown lantern over the wall and then a jungler appears. Come
Yeah.
on, what am I
Dude,
supposed to do with
I know
that?
it's so it's crazy because whenever I go against a Thresh now, I'm so scared of seeing that lantern go
Yeah.
into the jungle. Because
Yeah.
the second I see a Thresh pointed towards the jungle, I'm like, oh, I'm dead.
Oh, I'm dead.
For sure, I'm
He
dead.
is calling a friend and I'm cooked. Got it,
He's
for sure.
phoning a friend and they're gonna nail this $1,000,000 question. So
Literally.
yeah, I love
Ooh.
him. So it's hard for me to know where to put him though, because I do feel like Thresh has a really high skill ceiling, but anybody can play Thresh, and I know that because I can play Thresh. Um
Wouldn't the same concept be Blitzcrank too?
Yeah, except with Blitzcrank, I feel like, so here's the thing, right? Thresh feels like he still does, I feel like, really hot, even when you build him kind of tanky, he hits hard. I don't know what it is, but like Blitz, if you build him tanky, is kind of just tanky. Like,
Oh, cause okay, I see.
but like when you get hit by a Thresh, if you are squishy, even if that Thresh is building tanky, he fucking hurts.
Um, would you put him by like Aurelia Seraphine?
So I was kind of thinking below Aurelia. Actually, maybe
Okay,
below Rise. Just
I see
because
you. I see you.
I feel like Rise is so strong that I just can't justify putting Thresh above him. But
Mm-hmm.
then when you look at Nasus, who's so dependent on stacks, I can justify it. Because like Thresh is
Yeah.
also stacking, but I feel like it's way easier to stack on Thresh because you don't have to last hit minions or like you just have to pick up souls.
Yeah, you don't have to be careful of so many things. You just throw your lantern or just
Yeah.
walk by the little orb on the ground
Yeah,
like you're fine.
exactly. So I feel like in terms of like everything like that with play Nelson, stop trying to get into my office. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, in terms of like playability and skill ceilings and everything, I feel like Thresh you can get by on a little better. And I think he's a little more well-rounded because I think you can survive not getting as many stacks on him versus like Nasus, I feel like you have to stack.
Yeah, I agree.
There's no option for you if you're not stacking. Um
Mm-hmm.
so I think solely based off of that I can justify him going above Nasus, but Rise is too strong of a mid laner if you know what you're doing.
Preach.
Yeah. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Timo.
Um,
I hate this little fucker.
I hate him, but fuck, he's strong.
He's so fun. I hate to say it because I despise anybody who plays him, truthfully, like
Yeah.
as a main, but like he is very fun.
He was my first ever M7.
Really?
Yeah.
My god, mine was Seraphine. Your
To be
fault.
honest though, if you get an Oracle lens or a sweeper, he's fucked.
So that's my other thing is that he is incredibly easy to counter, and these days, I don't know what it is. It's like everybody has suddenly picked up on how to just make him obsolete. And
Yes,
so
I agree.
in ARAM, I feel like he is so strong because we don't get sweepers and we don't get forewarnings and everything. So I feel like he has the chance to be so strong in ARAM. But when it comes to norms, everyone just buys sweepers and then it's just done. Or supports can get if supports get the one item, can't they see them? Or is that not a thing?
What support item?
What's the one that denies vision? It like sweeps for you.
Oh, yeah, that's just the Oracle lens. You have to buy that still though.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it's just a ward swap out.
Oh, no, I don't mean that. I mean like I can't remember
Oh.
what the item name is. Maybe it doesn't let you see like anything that gives vision. Maybe it is only like cuz I know the item is like it denies vision and so for a split second when you pass like an enemy ward or whatever you
Oh,
can see
oh,
it.
Umbral Grave. That
Yes,
one's for
yes.
assassins.
Is that okay, but is that only wards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it like pings you or something when you walk on by, so then you can have like a chance to like fully clear it out with one hit.
Yeah.
And there's like a cooldown for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um
yeah.
yeah, I feel like for if that were to pick up Teemo Shrooms, he'd actually be obsolete. But I think I think you're right because of the Oracle lens and because of like the ability to negate what is arguably his entire kit. Um
Yeah.
he can't be I don't really think we can put him up here.
No, I was actually thinking like mid-range it at C.
Yeah, I could get behind that. Maybe like around this area where they're strong but very easy to get around.
Yeah, like right next to Aatrox.
Above
'Cause like
or
he's
below? I think above.
above.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like once you figure out how to beat him, like you can do with Aatrox, he's just nothing.
Yeah, he just is he's nothing.
Yeah.
Um hell yeah. Okay. Tristy.
I like her a lot. I think her E, the bomb thing, but it also helps you clear minions is crazy.
Hmm.
Extra damage, not alright, extra damage, extra attack speed, and then she gets a jump action too. I
Yeah,
like her kit a lot.
I
Honestly, I
think
think it goes up
at
by the
the
80s up
yeah,
here.
I was gonna say I think at the lowest she's like she might be, in my opinion, better than Ash. Which hurts me to say because I love Ash, but like I can't argue with her free escape.
Yeah, the only
It's
thing is
so
I would
free.
put Caitlyn above them two then because Caitlyn has a
Her
back
back,
out with
yeah, her back out.
her net, but then just the range alone, she doesn't ever have to be in there in the
Yeah.
first place.
See, and I think that was one of the ones that we passed by, and I was like, I kind of think Caitlyn might be better than Ash, but we'll go over it. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I would agree with this then, yeah, because I do think overall, I mean, Tristana has like incredible escape, whereas I feel like Caitlyn has pretty good escape.
Mhm.
I mean, she gets a whole ass yeet out of the fight. Um,
Yeah.
but I do think Kate with her one, her headshot, two, her traps, like she has so many chances to basically be equivalent to Tristana's E, and they're passive.
Mhm.
So I think I would definitely put her above Tristy. I like that placement.
Mhm. Mhm.
Thrundle.
Hmm.
He's kind of a tricky one to me.
He is because no one again plays him,
Yeah.
and I feel like once you get heel cut and know how to stop him, he's nothing.
Yeah.
Like there's so many other top laners I'd rather play.
Well, and I feel
Well,
like
that I'd
Trundle
rather see.
Trundle's one of those champions I feel like that if it's not a fast game, he's like it's so easy for him to fall off.
Well, unless you feel like you could just leave your lane and just let him do whatever, then you messed up because
Yeah.
Trundle is an excellent side pusher though.
Yeah. Well, and if someone's building him like pure attack speed, you are kind of
Oh
screwed.
yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, honestly, I'm looking at Scion for the side pushability,
I
but
would
above J4
I
for
would
sure
I
if we're
would
gonna do anything like that.
argue yeah, I would argue that these two are kind of interchangeable to me. Like
Yeah,
I think
but
they
they're still better than J4 anyways.
yeah, like I think they both come with their caveats, but I think they're both equally good at like side pushing, at being like engaging into a fight, cuz like obviously Scion has his ult, but then also Trundle has his like ice spike thing, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's just really good for like team fight engagement. And so I think they're on such level playing ground.
Hmm.
Okay, Tryndamere. As much as I hate to admit it, this guy's probably pretty high.
I hate him so
Me
much,
too.
but I agree. Like if a Tryndamere gets going, even with like you don't know what you're doing and all you do is click the R button,
Yeah.
fuck, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm looking right next to Riven.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And honestly,
They're like interchangeable to me.
I was gonna say I think he has a little bit of a one up on Riven because even though she's fucking terrifying when she's strong, he
Yeah.
has not only am I terrifying and strong, I can tower dive you with no consequence.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little scary. Yeah.
Yeah, and his slow thing with like I don't even know what it's called, but like the chicken noise that
Yeah.
comes out when he does that,
Yeah.
it is so long. It's stupid.
I know. His ult is also like Dude, I know it's like what, 4 seconds or something like that,
Some
isn't
shit
it?
like it's too
It's
long.
but it feels like an entire minute that he is just unkillable.
Yeah,
I don't know
pretty
how long
much.
his ult actually is, but it definitely I whatever it is, it feels longer.
I agree.
TF.
Hmm.
Mm. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think TF is a doo caca champion.
I agree. I was like, this bitch does not get picked
I
ever.
I feel like he's down here because can I be honest with you? I don't think I've
Yeah,
ever seen an overpowered TF.
you could put him next to
I
Nidalee, below
yeah
her.
yeah. I think that I and maybe he is just very high skill ceiling and I've just never seen anyone like genuinely good on him. But like I have watched a friend of mine play 50, 60 games with TF and has never once have I felt like he was our win con. Now he could just be ass, for sure.
Never
But
once have I thought he would be a win con
I
for
never
sure.
once. I've never looked at a TF on another team except for when every other lane was winning and our mid lane wasn't against TF. I've never looked at the TF and been like, he is the problem. Like,
Yeah, you know, and honestly, if I see that ulti, the worst thing I'm worried about personally is if he ults in and then stuns me and someone else kicks my
yeah,
ass.
yeah.
It's never him.
Yeah, that's
Never
my
worried
thing
about
too.
him.
I don't know. Is it just like the way people build him? Does he have like a build uh that should be more used that's strong that it just isn't?
So on hit TF when the mage ADC trend used to be in,
Mhm.
he was big because he already gains attack speed anyways with his W, the one that cycles the cards.
Yeah.
So he automatically gets that, but I don't know. I've never really had a TF where I was like hella
I have had one in my entire existence, and it has been an
oh
ARAM Mayhem, and he got augments and built attack speed and was terrifying. But
yeah.
I never in my life have I seen an attack speed TF build work the way that one worked. So I know it's a one-off because of the augments and everything.
Mhm.
Only time in my life that I've ever been like, yeah, TF is a problem. I don't know what to do about him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But honestly, I know that he gets built AD and AP, and I feel like I don't know. I think hybrid champs have such a hard time because you have to lean one way or the other, and you have to decide which one is best, and then people will build just to counter you because hybrid champs tend to be pretty strong. So it's like,
Mhm.
because I think about that way with Kale too, is like if there's a Kale on a team, like everyone does everything to make sure that they can't scale.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't I have a hard time thinking of the other hybrid champs that are out there, but those two I know. Kaisa.
True.
I feel like Kaisa has a
Jesus.
really hard time too, especially because her the all of her hybrid stuff. Kaisa's a big thing to me anyways. I think she's a super strong ADC. I hate the choices that you are forced to make. Do you want to go full AP? Do you want to go full AD? Do you want to sacrifice some of your empowerments? Do you want all of your empowerments? Like it annoys me to no extent and I feel so bad for anybody who plays her as an ADC. Not cuz I think she's doo
True.
doo. I it's just because I think that as an ADC, you should be able to be like, I'm going to focus on laning and not deciding which of my 7,000 builds is best for this situation.
Mhm.
Twitch.
Hmm. Oh, I don't know. I don't think he can be A.
So here's
But
my
does
thing.
he stay with the big dogs up in A though?
So here's my thing is that I almost think you'd have to put him with the second tier of ADCs.
That's where I was thinking because if I know there's an overpowered Twitch and I hear him say sneaky sneaky and I lose sight of him, I'm running.
Yeah.
You will not catch me. I'm gone. He'll probably catch me. But I'm gonna give it my best chance to get out of there.
I have a hard time deciding. I don't think he's scarier than a Fed Jinx. Like if we're looking at the ADCs
No.
as Fed ADCs, I don't think he's a Fed MF is a little scarier to me only because of her Q. Like I'm just so afraid of being queued, but I think I would put Twitch above her just because he doesn't need to depend on that. He can send out his poison, ult, you are dead.
Yeah, that's true.
The same way Jinx can, destroy a tower, turn her attention onto you. If she's fed, you are dead.
Yes,
Terrifying.
1000%.
Oh dear. It's ooh dear.
Oh dear, oh dear. Honestly, I think ever since the rework, nobody picks him.
Yeah, I'm really upset for him. I won't lie to you because I feel like before I don't know. I want to say the last year. I don't think I've ever seen anybody like actively pick him that wasn't within my circle of friends who likes Udyr. Um I think he's one of these like unfortunate C or D tiers that just it's just you're not picked enough.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, the thing that upsets me is like I see him a lot in arenas because he is still pretty strong, but like mm,
Honestly, I would high D tier him.
yeah. I mean, I think
He's below
he's
Draven for me, above Callista.
yeah, I was going to say I think that Draven is still more likely to be a problem when he is on the Rift to me than Udyr. But
Yes.
I do think everything from here down is way more easily counterable. Because Udyr's just fucking
Counterable.
scary, man. He switches his form, he
Yeah.
runs at you, and then he heals, and then damage.
Yeah, if I see that tiger stance, I'm actually shitting my pants.
I love
Please don't hurt
the
me.
I love the definitely not Udyr skin. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I love the one where he's got the wait, it's not the same one, right? No, it's the
What?
when he's got the onesies for
I
the
thought that
different
was
forms.
definitely
Is
not
it
Udyr.
definitely not Udyr? Okay. I haven't seen him played in a really long time.
Preach.
Especially on that skin. But I love that skin so much with the different onesies because I'm like, damn, what a vibe. Just cozy stance switching, like
Mm-hmm.
just a vibe. Urgat.
Oh, no one picks him, man. I gotta be honest.
I also just kind of feel like his job is to push, and it's like he's kind of giving me the fucking split pusher categories, like right at the bottom of them.
Yeah, he's split pusher, and then like that's it.
Yeah,
Like
like I feel like
he split pushes,
every
and then it's one on ones. If there's a team fight, I don't think he's doing
yeah,
shit.
every once in a great while, I feel like I see a really strong Urgot, but like not enough to make me feel like he's a high ranking champ.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, it's an easy one. Varus, I used to love Varus. I don't know what happened. I used to love playing him.
Mm-hmm. See, now I'm trying to think about where we put the other ADCs and trying to see if he fits in there or not.
Mm,
Like the secondary tier up in A, but
oh. If he
I don't
did though,
know.
I think he would be at the bottom. But like honestly, I feel like he's more near Nyla and Aphelios than he is.
Oh yeah, I forgot Philius is there. I like him right there.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah. I still if I'm looking at all three of these together, I do think Aphelios is still Because he's got adaptability, whereas like these two really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Varys does, like, he could switch if his AD's not doing anything or whatever. I guess he could switch to AP, but like it just wouldn't make sense, and so I think it's a waste. Versus like Aphelios can counter builds with his because all of his guns do so many different things. If he needs to stay back, he prioritizes his little snipe gun. If he needs to get up close, he gets his little spinning disc. Like, I just think he has way more adaptability.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, if it was up to me, Vayne would be an F tier so fast, but unfortunately, she's so good.
Yeah.
I hate
She
her
really
so
is.
much. She's at the lowest. She's with these like high ranking ADCs because she's just always a problem.
I would have put her right next to Twitch. I feel like the invisibility like gang them both have is just as rough.
Okay, I'm putting her above Twitch though because I think between her being able to say get off me, go back, going invisible, freaking stupid, like just it, unequivocal levels of mobility.
Yeah.
She just annoys me. I hate her. I hate
Hey
her so
Debbie.
much. Yeah. Vagar. I have a newfound love for him ever since Mayhem's.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't think he was so like I didn't think he was really fun before, and now I think he's a whole bunch of fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I still don't know if I would rank him super high though.
He does have a point and click though.
Yeah, see that's the thing is that I still think he's up here in like the maybe the middle of A area, but like cuz I think he's better than like a Nico. Honestly, I think he's better than a Lilia, so maybe he's high A for me, but
I think I put him below the first line of ADCs there, like right after Ash.
oh, in between. Oh, I just realized we had the little married couple together for a second.
Aw.
Aw, cuties. Yeah, I think I can agree with this because I think while I don't think he's Malzahar level or Silas level like mid laner,
Hmm.
he is just still like I mean he's another one of those where it's kind of hit or miss, but even if he doesn't stack a whole bunch, he just is so strong, especially with his ult.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Vel'Koz, you poor bean. Where are you? Every
Hmm.
once in a while, every once in a blue moon, I'll see him mid lane. See him support quite a bit. Never tends to pan out well, but I do see him there.
Honestly, I'm kind of looking by Syndra.
I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking about putting him right in between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish he was brought into mid lane more. I feel like I don't know why people sleep on him.
He needs to come back to the mid
Yeah,
lane.
yeah. I feel like I don't know why people sleep on him as a mid laner. Literally geometry.
A lot of
Literally,
people fall for it too.
yeah. Like I don't. And then the thing is that if you can geometry into where they're gonna dodge, either of your other abilities, you can predict where they're gonna go. So I mean, I just also think his combo is really strong. Like he
Yeah,
can pretty
once you actually
much,
hit it though.
yeah, he can pretty much spam the same point for the two. Like if he knows he's gonna slow them with his Q, is his Q geometry? Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, if you
Yeah.
know you're gonna slow him with your Q, your E and your W can kind of just bounce right off of it. So if you can
Hmm.
land it, I think his combo is really good.
I
And
agree.
then his ult is just disgusting. I mean, let's be honest. One of the worst bot lanes that I've ever been against was a Xerath Vel'Koz bot lane.
That sounds like hell. I would
It
actually leave the game.
it was one of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life.
Mm.
Speaking of worst things I've ever experienced, Vex. I think that she okay, unironically, I've never touched a day of her in my life. I think she's one of the best mid laners.
On God, I've never touched her either. I think she's S tier.
I think she is too. Okay, good. I'm glad.
I think she's so stupid strong. The fears are so
Yes.
annoying. I don't know how to counter her.
Yes. I honestly, I don't know if you can. I think her ult also is disgusting. Every time that I am against her in the mid lane, level 6, I am ulted under tower and I lose. Every time it's disgusting. Where do we put her in S tier?
Oh,
Is that too high or too low? I feel like she's
I
got a
personally would put her above Leona. I'm more scared of
yeah,
Vivek.
I would say I think Leona is like the god tier support if we're being honest, but like I think she is god tier mid lane and for me probably like a good Leona scares me in a team fight, but a good Vex scares me all the time.
All the time,
Yeah.
period, point blank.
Okay, perfect. Vi is never picked.
Yeah, I was about to say, I
You know
don't
what's
want to do it to her, but
crazy?
on God, I think I'd D tier her.
You know what's crazy to me? Vi is like so largely used competitively, and no one picks her at our elo.
Yeah.
It's insane. Um, yeah, I think unfortunately she's gonna be. I think she's
But she
below.
does pack a punch, though.
Yeah, I think she's below the ADCs in this, but I don't know about any lower than that.
I'm more scared of a Vi coming at me than a Kennen, because Kennen, I feel like I could
Yeah,
pop. But the Vi, I feel like she's gonna really hurt me.
I do not. I the second that I see that little fucking laser line pointing to
The
me,
dotted line where she's lining
I
up her ulti.
bro, the second that I see that, I'm like, oh great, it's me. Great, it's my turn.
That's so true.
Um, Viego. This is another one where I'm so spoiled. I know two really great Viego players,
Yeah, me too.
and
Fuck.
then when I don't have one of the two of them in my game, I'm not really that scared.
No, a good Viego player is a scary Viego player.
But a bad
But
Viego player is so easy to
the only thing I feel
farm.
like Viego players drop the ball on is uh grabbing the souls, because I feel like if you don't know enough about the other champs in the game, you're done.
Yeah, I always have to yell at people. One of my least favorite things in the entire planet is watching somebody play Viego and they tower dive and they kill someone and then they don't go for the soul.
Yeah, like literally you're untargetable. Can you
But
please focus
please
up?
pick it up. And so like I don't remember who I was playing with who hadn't played Viego or hadn't played in a while and we tower dove and they got the kill and the soul popped up. I said, get the soul, get the soul, get the soul. And they were like, what? But a tower. I'm like, get the fucking soul. And they didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you need those.
Please just eat it.
Please.
Just grab the soul, take it and lose it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
honestly,
Just please.
yeah, could care less. But also, like, that was a Tristana. Please clear this wave with me so I can push the tower. Get that soul.
Yeah, also if you do get the soul of Tristana or any other the dashing champs,
hmm
that's your easy out.
Yeah.
You just freaking rocket jump, or
Yeah.
I don't know, freaking dash away, go invisible, whatever. Shit,
The
go over the
amount
wall,
the
talent over the
amount of
wall.
times that I have seen somebody get a kill like on a Viego down bot when it's like Pike or Tristy or Vayne or whatever, and just use the immediate escape. It's so easy. Just do it. Just tower
Just
dive
make
for
you.
your soul, dude. Um, okay, where are we putting him?
But like, honestly, he's kind of one for one with Viego, Silas with me.
You think so?
Yeah, because I feel like if he's built right, his damage output is so stupid. It's insane to me. But there's also the fact that like
Honestly,
you gotta know what you're doing. So I don't
I'm
know if that's fair.
okay. I'm okay with this because I was gonna suggest we put him at the bottom of S tier. But I'm okay with knocking him down to be level with Silas because I think while I do kind of think that Viego's an S tier jungler, I would agree when I look at the other champs in here. Like I look at a Shaco or I look at a Pantheon or I look at a Jax. Any of them in the jungle, I feel like have, even if it's just a smidge, they have an easier time than
Hmm.
Viego. Because I think Viego's strong like 70% of the time to me. If he can't get in on that early kill participation, I don't know where he went. He's
Yeah.
gone. So versus I think with Shaco, with Jax, with Pantheon, like they can get strong after an item or two and make their way back into the game. I feel like Viego can't do that. Like I feel like if he doesn't stay up with everybody else, I feel like he can't catch up as well, I guess.
Hmm.
Like I don't think I've ever seen him bounce back the way I've seen a Pantheon go from being 0-6 to being 12-6, you know.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. Victor.
Big donation. How are we
Do
feeling?
they not have his
I was gonna
does
say, wait, that's old Victor.
yeah, do they not they don't have his
They don't have Twinkie
rework. Yeah,
Victor?
they don't have Twinkie Victor. Oh, I almost thought it was Zahendo for a second,
Yeah.
but okay,
I'm
well
gonna
then
keep it
yeah.
a buck with you. I think he's just mid.
Dude, I literally think he's like middle of middle. Like I would put him above Nautilus. Actually, I might put him below and above Cass.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Okay, easy. Vladimir.
That fucker is never
Dude,
picked.
he's like down
Like
here for
on God next
me.
to Kiana type shit.
Yeah, agreed. I do think no, I think Kiana's scarier. Baller.
Yeah.
Volley Bear, he needs to go up here somewhere. I don't care where it is, but I will not budge on that. I love Volley.
Oh, let's see. With Alawi? I feel like their team fights are kind of
Yeah.
big.
I feel like
Same ulti-ish.
Alawi still scares me a little more, but yeah. I think Volley. You know what scares me about Volley? It's not his ulti under tower. It's not his scary shield thingy that he brings down that can get dummy strong for no reason. It is when he knows he can kill you, and so he just runs at you. That is what
He
is
just runs
scariest
at
to me.
you.
When he goes on, when he's like, "Oh, yep, here I go," and he presses, I think it's his W that gives him the speed boost, right?
His Q.
Oh, his Q. So
Yeah.
when he Qs at you, it's I feel like every volley player does it because they know that they can win the fight. And it
Yeah,
is
like
just
they trigger your fight or flight and you just can't
yeah,
do anything
it
about
is
it.
just scary. And it's like I know I know it's about to happen. You're about to run at me. You're going to stand up and do your and bring down the shield thing on yourself. And then you are going to pummel me into the ground. I know what's about to
Yes.
happen. Okay, Warwick. I think for versatility alone, this guy's high up there. He can be
Yeah.
built every way under the sun. I'm also spoiled on
Mm,
this one because between Tomo and Tank, I've never seen a bad Warwick game from my side.
yeah. I'm wondering. I'm really debating on the high A or the low S, excuse me.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same. I'm kind of feeling like he's teetering on the edge and leaning more towards S. I just think that I don't know, man. There's part of me that feels like when I lock in my champion on that screen and I see that I have a Warwick with me, I always feel hyped for the game.
Yeah.
And like,
I just feel bad when they drop the fucking ball because I'm like,
yeah, and see, that's my thing is that like, but I feel like Warwick is so like beginner friendly that I feel like the only time that I feel like I leave a game and go, that was a fucking shitty Warwick is when they don't know how to use their ult well.
yeah, when they woo too many times, and you're
Yeah,
like, dude.
yeah. But like between the mobility, especially with having just a free, like, somebody's bleeding now, and with his W, between that, between suppressing someone while you are just ripping them apart, and like I guess, like, I mean, he is a jungler, right? Like, he is like purely a jungler.
Yeah.
And I just think he does so well because of that. Now, his versatility in build, great. His versatility in where he can go, obviously not. Like, he is a true champion where it's like jungle and that's it for him. I've seen a couple of Warwick tops. Not the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
No, I feel like
Um,
sometimes it's a struggle. It has to be a good matchup, or else I feel like
yeah,
he genuinely has a hard time.
yeah. But I think that's why I would put him at the bottom of S versus putting him higher up. I just still think I think he's good enough to be an S tier champion.
I agree.
Yeah, all right. They got moving on. Wukong is somebody that I wish I could call an S tier champion because I think that he's got his clone is so dummy strong, but the rest of his kit couldn't tell you what it does.
Yeah.
I don't even really know. Is his clone his ult?
No.
What is his ult?
When he spins.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But he can do it twice now.
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like getting a spin doesn't feel. I guess two kind of makes up for it, but I feel like getting the spin, I feel like it doesn't last that long, and I don't really think I've ever seen any like hella significant damage from it.
I just don't see him picked. That's my other like
Yeah,
combatant.
I think
I
I think
think
this man's D tier on unfortunately.
mhm.
Maybe C tier with like J4 and
I,
such.
yeah, I was looking at those guys, the lower C's. I'd rather see a Wukong over a J4 though.
Like on your team.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can agree with that. I just dude, I just think J4 is so washed.
I agree.
I feel so bad for him, but man, you're washed.
I don't fuck that
Okay.
guy.
Zaya, aka the moment of truth for our friendship with Naoki.
Of course, of course.
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. I like Zaya. I play
Yes.
Zaya. I like Zaya a little less when it's not with Rakan. I will like the couple boost for the both of them really is what nails it for me. So like playing a Zaya without a Rakan in norms, I feel like I would never do. Is
Do
that
you really
weird?
feel like it impacts their gameplay that much?
I feel like they were designed to be a very synergized lane, and it does feel that way when I play with a Rakan.
Okay.
I don't think their kit entanglement makes that big of an impact. I think their abilities together synergize way more than most bot lane comps.
Okay.
Um,
I agree with you. The only thing is, I feel like when Zaya does her stun, like the pull feathers,
mhm.
I feel like there's not enough people who jump the gun for that. Like, they do it for when the ulti fans out, like, because it's six across, I think, or something like that, and then the
Yeah,
pull happens. But when it's just her basic feathers, not enough people see the setup.
I
So
know. And this is why
they set it up enough.
this goes straight into why I only like playing Zaya with Rakan because one, you probably know the Rakan you're playing with, right? 9 times out of 10. I feel like randos do not Xayah Rakan together. But the combo of, because a lot of people may not jump on that, but Rakan has 2 ways that he can do that, and then a free escape back to her further than any other ADC, right? So like, you either he goes in with his Q, bounce, you pull your feathers back, double the CC, or opposite, you stun them, Rakan goes, oh, this is my time, jumps in with his Q. That's why I like that setup. And any other support that can do that setup, I would be fine Xayahing with. I
Mhm.
just feel like if that's going to be the case, if that's going to be the plan, why wouldn't you Rakan? So like in my
Yeah.
head, it just makes sense to play her when somebody wants to go Rakan as support. But like she personally is not my first choice as just a plain old ADC. That all being said, I do think she's fucking strong as hell.
I agree. What are we looking at for our ADCs up in A tier? Are
So,
you thinking up with the first dogs or the second?
well, this is where it gets hard for me. I know my heart wants to put her with these guys. I probably play, if I was going to play her alone, I would play her before I would play Ash.
Mm-hmm. Just
But
for the ability to get out, her getaway.
yeah. Nelson.
Um, if we are putting her with the first tier, I think she's behind Ash.
You do.
Mm, no, no, behind
I know
Tristana for
it's
the
so
getaway.
hard. Yeah, it's so hard to decide. But yeah, I feel like so Ash, when you are looking at like when you're looking at like escape, I guess you can
Hmm.
slow with Ash, or you can spend your ult to get a couple of like a half a second ahead, right? But
That's why I
what's
feel like they're close, because like
yeah.
Zaya has to expend her ult to get away too sometimes.
Yeah, and then like the other thing is Ash's W comes up so quickly you can continue to slow. Zaya's
Hmm.
E, big cooldown,
That's
comparatively
true.
speaking.
That's
So I
true.
think they're almost interchangeable. Like I think they have equivalent escapability because it depends on Ash's point in the game, whether her W has that cooldown or her ult is up. And it depends on if Zaya's E is on cooldown or not.
I say we leave her there.
Okay, I'm in.
Yeah. Fucking Zareth, bro. Dude, I hate how OP Zareth is. He makes
Yeah.
me so mad. He has to be A tier, just for that alone. But what about possible S?
First, do you want to put Zareth possible S?
As a mid laner, he's got a stun, an AoE drop down, a laser
Yeah.
that extends, and his
I
ulti is
also, dude, I
universal.
also think his ult is just fucking dummy strong. You know how many times, okay, so I had a very short spill uh where I played like I want to say maybe like a month of Xerath mid lane because I kept getting fucked by it, so I wanted to understand it better. And my
Yeah.
my tactic is if I can't counter a mid laner well, I play them to kind of get the grasp of their kit, right? The only one I still can't grasp, Zoe. I don't know how people make that work in the mid lane. It's such a high skill ceiling. I'm not good enough. And I know
Yeah.
that. Like, I just don't get it. But I have found a lot of love for champs by doing that, right? Diana was one of them. Diana confused me because she is melee and she is such a strong mid laner, and I just didn't get it. So I started playing her, and then I was like, wait, this is my champ. This is like
Mhm.
I am now a Diana main. Xerath is the only one that I did not find love for playing him in the mid lane. And
Yeah, I have no love for him either.
I think not for any reason of the champ. I think it's just my playstyle. But like I don't know. I feel like the ulti during my time playing him, the ulti gave me all of my kills because I would just stand under tower or in a bush a light year away and just ult people to death.
Hmm.
And then like somebody would like say somebody was fighting mid lane and then like a jungler and one of their like our jungler their junglers fighting, right? Like off from mid lane or whatever.
Yeah.
Boom, I ult and I give a little bit of vision so that our jungle can continue to chase their low health jungle. I kill them or their jungle kills them. It's just so strong, especially in a lane where you can cover both sides of the jungle or walk a little bit and cover the middle of both lanes.
Hmm.
Like I would say that he's probably like next to Vex, probably one of the mid laners I hate seeing the most.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, the only thing I'm thinking of how to beat him is you just got to get on top of him fast.
No, that is 100% true. Diana's my counter to Xerath. Xerath's cannot handle Diana jumping in because Xerath is so like out of all the squishy mid laners, he is probably one of the squishiest. So early on, I will farm the hell out of Xerath as Diana. I can
Yeah,
tower
that's fair.
dive that bitch no problem, usually level 3.
Yeah. I would definitely put him at the bottom there. I don't think he'd go higher.
Yeah, I don't think I see him being scarier to me than a Warwick. In fact, if I saw a Xerath and my team had a Warwick, I would not be scared at all. Because,
Yeah.
buddy, the second you step out of your tower zone, my Warwick's about to eat you.
Literally. He's actually been
Okay.
here the whole time, just waiting for you to fuck
He's
up.
been in a bush with his ult pointed at you. Like Xinjiao.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Since his rework, I don't like him.
I have not touched a day of him post rework. I've only played one game with him pre rework. I did not like it. I
Yeah.
have not touched him post. So, are we thinking like
Honestly,
F?
no, I think he's still playable,
Okay.
but like Camille type shit,
Okay.
but
Like,
below her.
okay.
Yeah. uh,
Baller.
Probably below Anivia, to
I
be
was gonna
honest.
say, do we really think he's more playable than Anivia?
No, I looked at Anivia right next to him. I said, "Nah, you belong
Yeah.
below that."
Yeah. I will say though, I will take this sounds so mean. I will take useless Xinjiao over I'm only useful for my R Renata.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I played Renata too, and I think the only thing useful was her ulti.
It's really rough too because like I really used to want to be a Renata main. Like I wanted
When she
so
first was
badly.
released,
Yeah,
yes.
I wanted so badly to make her work. I wanted so badly to be a Renata main. And it just
And
never
it just
did. Yeah. Okay, Yasuo, fucking bitch ass, can't be anything below B, but might not be an A because an O10 power spike is a meme for a reason.
yeah, but I tell you, besides our friends who can play a mean Yasuo, when's the last time you saw a good Yasuo in
Dude,
your
when was the
game?
last time I saw Yasuo in my game?
That's what I'm saying. Like low key, I'd B tier him.
Yeah, I think he's got to be low B too, if we're being honest. Like I think a few years ago he was kind of in his prime. I saw Yasuo's all the time.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden Yasuo Yone bot lane became a thing, and I feel like I never saw Yasuo again.
Yeah, Yone got released, and
Yeah,
then they had their fun, and it has not done
yeah,
anything since.
yeah. So, and honestly, if you're gonna take Yasuo mid lane, why would you not just take Yone? I feel like he's got a better kit.
I agree.
Yeah, okay, good. So
Oh
we're in
fuck.
agreement here. Bottom of I genuinely think that he is the last spot in B for me.
I don't know his kid enough to compare it, like to know what the
So
buttons do. I know what happens, but I
here are
don't know which
my
is which.
here are my pros and cons of Yasuo. Wind Wall, fucking awesome. I mean, that shit blocks everything. Big cooldown on it makes it a little annoying. Um, and then also he depends on minions because his dash is through minions. So the
Yeah.
second you take him away from lane, it becomes a lot harder for him to fight. Now, if you're a good Yasuo, that won't matter. But if you are basic ass bitch Yasuo, what you have no purpose here in this fight at level 7. You need to go continue to get strong in lane where you can make your moves. And that
Mm-hmm.
annoys me. That being said, he's got his tornado, he's got his wind wall, he's got his little dash, and then he's got his ult, which I will say I used to play Diana jungle and Bubbarino would play Yasuo mid lane. That ult combination is gotta be my absolute favorite when I'm on Diana. Because
Mm-hmm.
you pull them in and then Yasuo ults on top of them, done.
I
Done.
agree.
But
The combos with Yasuo is pretty good.
yeah, that's my thing is that's why I think that I would still put him in a decent tier like B is because he's got a lot of synergy with a lot of different champs, and I mean a lot of them because pretty much anybody who has a grouping mechanism, you get a big ass Seraphine ult, you get a Rel ult, you get a Diana ult, you get a Nico ult. Any of those that you can follow up on, phenomenal. And so I mean I think he's really really strong for instances like that. It's just that I know a lot of times Yasuo is beaten really easy early on and then doesn't get a power spike for a really long time. And so I've seen a lot of Yasuos with big old goose eggs on the board until laning phase is over. And that concerns me.
Because they're useless without help sometimes, and it makes me
Yes,
mad. It's
yes,
so
it's so
stupid.
ridiculous. And now we talk about his brother, who's obviously an A tier because his kit is incredible for mid lane, but also he can
Yes.
play top lane. But also, have you seen a good Yone jungle?
Yeah.
That's scary. If you can make him work in the jungle the way some people do, that is scary.
Honestly, I put him above Pike,
Yeah, I'm in for that. Like
but below my
below his,
ADCs, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm down for that because I do think if we're talking about like honestly a lot of this I kind of look at like when we're figuring out which box to put them in, I look at everything, but once they're in the box, I kind of look at them as like a who would I want to play more versus who would I not want to see the
Yeah.
most. And I
Yeah.
feel like Pike is a scary support to me because I always have that anxiety of like if this Pike pops off, he's gonna be on Empyrean Pike and he's gonna get the pentakill and the whole map is gonna change and he's gonna be a fucking god because Pikes are just like that. But Yone is like I can 1v1 everyone, and despite the fact that I'm not that tanky, I can 1v5 all of you. And
Yeah.
that
Like a
is
Yone ulti like that hits everybody is so
yes.
scary.
And I don't, it scares me, much like Zed, of the doing damage after you've done damage. Like, oh, you've sprung
Yes.
back to your body and I'm about to get another wave of damage. And that scares
Mhm.
me. So yeah.
I agree.
Yorick. I love Yorick. He's a
But
split
no one
pusher.
picks
No,
her.
he's right with all these guys. He's a split pusher.
He is, but mm, is he better than Scion? I think he's right. To be honest, I put him next to Trundle. Me personally,
I
I
no,
think of
I would
them as
put
the same push strength.
I would think to put him here just because the only reason I would put him above Scion is because if you want to join a team fight, you can. Pop your
Yeah.
wife down a
And with
lane.
your lady.
Yep. Pop a wife down your lane if you're strong enough to win on your own. Send her to push for you. Join the 5v5 because guess what? While everybody's fighting in the mid lane, your wife is solo pushing top lane. You don't even have to be there to split push. You can send
True.
your fucking wife down a lane to split push for you. And so I think I
True.
just for that reason I would put him. I still don't think even with him and his wife split pushing, I don't think he can be as much of a problem as Trundle because
Yeah,
Trundle is, dude, sometimes I swear to God, Trundle's 3-tap towers.
they do. I've done
I
it.
don't, how do
Dude, the
you
freaking
get to
era
that
for
point?
what's that item? Hullbreaker, the Hullbreaker attack speed era was
Yeah.
huge.
Oh
I
my
would just rip
God.
apart towers, and I'm
I
like, this is we're
miss,
so in.
I miss original Hullbreaker.
I do too. Why did they do it? Why did they change it? My
I
split
don't,
push
I
era.
know. I miss it so much. I just feel like, to me, the old Hullbreaker was like a really great way to solidify yourself into I am now split pushing, that is our win con. Because I now have additional strength split pushing.
Yeah.
Now it feels like I miss the days of somebody pushing with me and I just pinged that I have Hullbreaker. And they just left me alone.
Yeah, or I'd be like, I'm split pushing, and then they would just fuck off, and you get to be an island forever. Even if you're not top laner, you just
Yeah.
get to hang out because you have TP.
Yeah, exactly. And so I miss that.
I
I
miss
also
that
just
time.
I don't actually know what Hullbreaker does now because I never take it. But I like, does it
I
still
can tell
give
you.
you okay, I was gonna say, does it still even give you the boosted damage when you're alone? Or is that now gone too?
No, they give you
Okay.
boosted damage, but I think it's if someone pushes with you now. I don't even think
Oh,
it's like you solo.
that's gross. To because now you have to ping it and be like, somebody come with me, escort me to lane, please,
It's something like
bodyguard.
that. It's something stupid where it's not solo effect anymore.
Oh, I think that's so dumb. I wish they would bring original Hullbreaker back.
Yeah, I agree.
Riot, do it.
Right, we got beef.
Zach. Mm.
I think he's a great jungler. If I'm going to
See,
keep it a buck with
I
you.
think he is too, but I think the issue that I have with him is that he doesn't. A lot of the time, I feel like once somebody has built to counter him, it feels like he doesn't stand a chance a lot. And I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I think I've never had a Zac that somebody hasn't built an item against that has then still triumphed like crazy. Do you know what I mean?
I'll do you one better. I think he's built any way you want and he doesn't hit unless he's AP. I think he's annoying.
Yeah,
Cuz then he launches on
but
you,
and
he throws you into
that's
a
my thing,
minion and
is
then
that
he don't die.
I would still honestly put him high just because he's fucking annoying.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hecarim, but below.
Okay, I'm in for that. Yeah.
Because Hecarim's just as annoying, but he and Lee Sin
Oh,
hit harder with the
Hecarim,
lethality builds.
Hecarim annoys the hell out of me when
Yeah.
he's like he has the freaking 2 HP buff, which is where like I don't know what it is, but Hecarims all the time I see it. They go into a fight. They win the fight. Then they start to lose the fight. Then they just get out.
Yeah, they either skedaddle out of there or they just spin their fucking I don't even know what it is. I think he's holding a pike or a halberd or whatever, and then
He's
he
got a
just gets all
halberd,
his
yeah.
HP back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
for
no,
sure.
for sure. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. Um yeah, I didn't want to survive bot lane against a Hecarim jungle anyway.
Yeah, if I see the dude running
Uh
or I hear the "Roar" of his
Zed.
ulti, I'm like, okay, I'm dead.
Can I tell you, a year ago
Zed
I would
is
have
so
put Zed in S tier, and now I think he's A. I don't know what happened to him.
I don't know either. Somehow he got reworked in a way that he's not as scary, and I agree with that.
Yeah, I think if you had asked me, probably not a year ago, but maybe like when I first started playing, when I was like really getting into League, if you had asked me like what champion do you think is the scariest, I would have said Zed, and now I'm not afraid of him at all.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. He's got about the same level as Katarina to me, but
I agree with
more.
you wholeheartedly. I was gonna say I do still kind of think he's a little scarier because like I'm afraid
Yeah.
of her ult. I'm afraid of his like everything.
Yeah, yeah.
When there's a good Zed, I'm afraid of just about every skill shot he has. When there's a good Katarina, I'm really afraid of her transporting to that blade and ulting on me.
Yeah, the fucking Shenpo. Dude, I tried
Yeah.
to play her the other day.
Hmm.
Could not.
No,
I'm really bad.
I
Mm-mm.
don't think I could play her either. Honestly, sometimes I think about asking Yubin to teach me, but probably not. I feel like I wouldn't want him watching my Katarina. I feel like he'd be so ashamed of me.
That's fair.
Zeri, can I be completely honest with you?
Only if I can right after you.
Okay, perfect. I think as an ADC, she's non-existent.
She's so ass.
Okay,
I
great.
hate this champ. I think
Excellent.
she's booty. Like, mm, unfortunately above Rek'Sai booty, but I'm sorry, prettiest lady in all of League. But she still hits more than a Rek'Sai sometimes, and I
Yeah,
feel bad.
yeah.
I just don't like her. I don't like her kit. I don't like that you can't just auto, you have to queue. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, I also just, dude, I don't know what, I don't think I've ever, I can't imagine myself ever uttering the words, yeah, there's nothing I can do about this Zeri.
Unless she's like 12-0, but then
Yeah.
any ADC like
But
that can do
like,
that.
and see, here's my thing is that those one-offs I don't count because 9 times out of 10, that is the support's doing. Like,
Like
like
that
this,
happened.
yes, because the support
Mm.
has done everything in their power to make sure that Zeri has won the fight. It's
Mhm.
never because Zeri was doing all the work. Like
Yeah.
it's kind of like what I imagine when I imagine a 12-0 Zeri is a Zeri is with like a Leona or a Taric or a any champ that has heavy CC and they have just been immobile and the Zeri just gets to poke and poke and poke and poke and then they die.
Yeah, it's the immobile parks. You
Yeah.
have to have them stay still for you to hit your freaking cues.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And like don't get me wrong, when she ults, I am a little more hesitant to approach a Zeri because I
Mhm.
do think her ult is strong, but it's just not enough for me to consider her like an existent threat
Yeah.
in the bot lane. And and
100%.
like I I love that she's just Neon from Valorant. But like yeah,
Her design is sick.
I know.
Such a waste.
It's I know. It's 6. He's annoying. He's another one who's just annoying.
He is, and he's also a decent split pusher with his W
I
because you could put it on a
also
tower.
I
So I like
also
that.
have seen him mid lane, bot lane, and support, and they've been annoying all 3 times. Like, it's never been a what the fuck are you doing here? They've actually all worked. So he's pretty versatile.
Honestly, I would B tier him and put him next to Alistair and Rakan.
Okay, like above or probably below, no.
Probably below for just
Yeah.
supportability. But like honestly, as a mid laner, I'm not scared of him either, so
No,
that's
there's
fine.
as a mid laner, he's a joke to me.
Yeah, like I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, throw your bombs at me. You gonna mess up once and I'm on top of you and you lost.
We have come to the point where I get to put in my hot take, which is that I think that Zillion is one of the most potentially great supports ever.
But that's where your issue is. You said potentially because no
Yes.
one picks him ever, so he
Yeah,
has to D tier.
I know. And that's why this is my hot take is because I think if he was played more, he would easily be an A.
My brother mains him.
I I just
Like he loves this champion
there
so much.
you have a free damage, free stun if you can
Mhm.
pop it off. You have literally level up your laner for free. You have free resurrection. I mean, this guy can do everything.
And a speed boost and a slow.
Yes, and nobody plays him.
Yeah.
He's got to be high up here then.
Mm-hmm.
I almost would think that I would put him here.
For my love for Zillion, I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, truthfully, I would put him above Draven if I thought that he almost deserved C, but unfortunately I think Draven's the closest to deserving of C in here. And
Plus,
then
Draven just an axe to my face will always be scarier than a time bomb.
literally make no mistake, Draven deserves to be higher, but is here because he's never played anymore.
Yeah, which is crazy, but
And then when it comes to like an Udyr, I'm not gonna lie to you, if I was going up into a game, I would be way more afraid of seeing like Spirit Guardian Udyr than any Zillion that could be. You could have a million mastery points on Zillion, and I'll be like, oh, well, that's easy. Just stay away from him. Versus
Mm-hmm.
Udyr, if you had a million mastery points, I'd be like, oh, this is going to be a scary Udyr.
Yeah, I'd be hugging that tower. Like
Yeah,
that tower and me would be besties at that
literally,
game.
literally. Okay, Zoe. I cannot stand a good Zoe. I can't. It is the bane of my existence. Probably scarier to me than a really good Vex, but I don't know if I would put her S tier.
I would put her above Mal's. Honestly, I top of the A above
No,
Silas.
I
I
think so
hate seeing
too.
Zoe.
I think the only thing that is scarier to me than a really, really good Zoe is probably a really, really good Vex. Just because a really
Hmm.
good Zoe, my thing is that if you stay far enough, like her Qs, you know where she's gonna hit it. You can just get out of the way. Vex is terrifying because you don't have a choice if she fears you. I know you don't have a
Hmm.
choice if Zoe sleeps you, but her sleeps are also very short range comparatively, and they're very
Unless she
easy to get
chucks it through
around.
a wall, which is
Yeah,
stupid. It
yeah.
doubles the range.
Yeah, and that's my thing is that like I think for me the Zoe has to be super super good and know what she's doing to be really scary. The
Hmm.
Vex is just scary. Like is
Yeah,
she
that's
like
fair.
she's just a good mid laner versus Zoe is a decent mid laner who can be really really good with the right person behind her. Zyra. I don't play Zyra, but I love her.
I love my Lowe's flower garden, but I'm
Mm.
sorry. No one plays her
Really?
either.
I feel like I see her
No.
sometimes, but like yeah, I guess not enough. Like I probably see her as much as I see Karma.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. But she's not better than any of those lower peeps. Like on God, I'd place her above Singed and leave it at that.
Oh, I think I'd
She's not
place
better than
her.
Neferi.
Oh, really? I would think to play. Just think Nefiri is so easy to shut down.
You think Zyra's not?
I guess it depends on the skill level of the player, because I think a good Zeri or a good oh my god, I'm brain farting. A good Nefiri is gonna stay back from you if they know they can't win it, or they're just gonna
Hmm.
lunge for you and you're dead anyway. Whereas a good Zyra, like if you I guess in terms of escapability, Nefiri can just keep away. Zyra can be chased after, but she stuns you and then you're burning and she's gone.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know, I feel like maybe they're interchangeable to me, but I
Maybe
don't
Zyra is better because it's hard getting to the Zyra is my
yeah, and
problem.
that's the thing is whereas Nefiri, I feel like it's so easy to shut her down because yes, Nefiris have escape, and I think that the escape is decent, but I think in terms of like, can you chase a Nefiri easily? Can you chase a Zyra easily? Both of them are kind of a not really, but I think you would catch a Nefiri before you would catch a Zyra. And I think you could get away from a Nefiri before you could get away from a Zyra.
Yeah, that's fair.
I also think in terms of ult, like Nefiri is an assassin, and assassin's gonna be assassins, but like Zyra can take down a tank if she builds burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nefiri's not going up against tanks. She's an assassin.
But then I'll raise you even better. Put that bitch above J4. On God, honestly, throw J4 after Singed. Like, we're shitting on him so much. I think he deserves to be down there.
I think you're right. I feel like I feel like we were being nice to him before, and now we're looking at this and we're like, time to be honest. Throw him at the bottom.
Let's be honest here, guys.
Let's be
Get
real. Throw
that
him at the
bitch
bottom.
out of here.
Oh my
Just the
god.
more things we said about him, I'm like, ugh, get him
I know,
out,
I
bro.
know. Okay, Briar.
um, I think she's scary.
I do too, but
Um,
I think her days of being super scary are kind of over. It's kind of
yeah.
her ult used to be one of the scariest things to me in the world. Now it's okay, we hear the noise, get as close to the
Scatter.
edge of the map as you can. Because
Yeah.
if you're in a fight, you have so much time usually. Like it I swear to you, the only place Briar's ult from is Fountain. And because of that, you
Is the
get
fountain?
so much time. Like
Oh,
I feel
fuck.
like every Briar backs, buys whatever they can, and then they ult. Like they feel like they have to get the most out of it, so they go back before they ult. When a Briar ults from the jungle into lane, it is scary. You have no time. You're done. But when
Yes.
when they constantly back to buy an item to up their damage before they ult, you have like 4 seconds to just get out of the way.
Yeah.
So I mean,
If I
like,
know I just killed that bitch and she responds and I hear that go off, I'm like, what are we doing?
yeah, I'm like, okay, move like 3 inches to the right and we're good.
Yeah.
Um,
But
and
if it's from the jungle, I agree. It's a little scarier. But
yeah,
I still feel like she's got a lot of pickability right now.
no,
So I
I
think
think
if
she
we're gonna do anything, it
does.
has to be low B, high C.
I think low B is fine. Like I would put her. I would probably honestly put her around
Next
like
to Kane.
Kane. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe
I feel like she's got
below.
the same vibe.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. For sure. Okay. The twink. One of them at least.
Honestly, I think Hui's kit is really good.
I do
I
too.
think he's got too much shit. Dude has 3 Qs, 3 Ws, 3 Es because of his stupid paintbrush, and then a big ass ulti, which is a nuke.
Yeah. I honestly I think that I used to be like, damn, how is anyone gonna be able to understand this guy? But he's got a really simple kit once you get what each one does. Like everything's
Mhm.
based off of everything else. So it's like, you know, I don't remember anything, but I think it's like EQ is like Nocturne Q. And then like everything is based off of a skill that already kind of exists in the game. And
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so
It is.
it's
You just have to
easy,
get there.
yeah, it's easy to remember what they are once you know. It's just learning it that's a little, but it makes him fun because you have 9 regular abilities that you can just do. That's
Hmm.
based.
Let's see. Honestly, I would put him with Nico and Echo, but behind Nico, I think.
Yeah, I guess these days he is kind of like more of a oof, that's gonna be a rough one than Zed or Cap, huh?
Hmm.
Damn, what happened to you two?
Takes
Smolder. I wish this guy was better. I wish his stacks weren't so like
too
so
long.
late game.
Hmm.
I honestly feel like they should debate making it an even 200.
Instead of 225.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I think if you get to 125, it's nice because then you get the kickback from it. But then I
Yeah.
feel like it's too almost too late game that you're now focusing on more team fights to where you're not minion counting.
Yeah. Well,
If that makes sense.
and my thing is like I think that this champion is for people who can last hit really well and they can
Are you saying that's just not for you then?
okay, I don't know why you would call me out like that. I farm really well, okay? I farm incredibly well.
No, you do see us very
I
well.
see us so well. That's really rude of you. But no, the issue that I have is that you have to use his Q to get it. I think if they made it to where if you last hit with any of the abilities, I would like him more for me. But
Mm,
the fact that it's based off of the Q, I get really frustrated early on when the Q ain't shit and has a
mm,
bigger cooldown. And it
yeah.
just makes me annoyed, so I try to shift my focus to Wing like my lane enemies or eating them or doing whatever. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
makes it to where I want to focus less on farming, which is so counterproductive as an ADC, which then makes me frustrated.
Yeah, I'm there with you for sure.
I think he's a low tier ADC. And by that, I mean, I think I would. I struggle because part of me wants to put him there because I do still think he's a great ADC. I think his late game is better than any of these late games. But
Yeah.
I also just I don't feel that he is. Maybe I would put him behind Kog'Maw.
I'd put him in front of Kog'Maw personally.
Really?
Yeah, his late game's better.
I guess yeah, that's true. His late game. I mean, Kog'Maw's fucking nasty. Um,
Nasty.
nasty. But I think if these two went head to head, if he's got full stacks, I do think he wins. I could be
Exactly.
so wrong. I've never faced a Kog'Maw as a Smolder, but it does feel like your attack speed, sure, great, but I'm with my support who has heal cut. Your Bork no longer works, and
hmm
I have my E to get away from you, and then I ult and you're dead from Elder Buff.
Yeah.
So I feel like in my head it makes sense, but I could be wrong. I've never had that matchup before. And Bessa's straight up a D, dude.
I after she came out, no one touches that bitch.
I honestly, I think I could count on both my hands how many times I've seen somebody I know play her.
Hmm. But she does still hit.
Yeah, I feel like I would put her probably like maybe
I'd put her
behind Callista or in front of Callista. Well,
in front of Callista for sure.
yeah, okay. Cause yeah, I think she hits real hard and her ult is real strong. However, that bitch does not snowball well
No.
at all. And I think that's why she's not picked. Because an Ambessa who's really scary early on, by the time laning phase is over, I feel like I've caught up to how scary she is. And I mean, like, maybe that's on me for not running into a very good Ambessa, but I don't. I've watched a couple of friends try to make her work. Grub tried to make her work, and Grub is a magnificent top laner, could not make her work. And that gives me a big bunch of doubt about her as champion.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Aurora.
I think Aurora's OP.
I
She
also
actually
think
pisses me off.
I also think that she's OP. I don't think she's S tier OP per se, but I think she is probably a high A for me. Like maybe with Vhagar.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I actually think she annoys me a little more than annoys me in the game, annoys me in the game at full stacks. That's kind of what it is for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not at full stacks, but at like high stacks.
Yeah,
After
yeah.
after Rabadons with high amount of stacks. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know where I stand on Mel, so I'm gonna let you take this one because I got rose tinted glasses.
I think she's S tier. She is
Perfect.
actually so fucking stupid. It's insane.
I don't know. They've nerfed her twice now, right?
Yeah.
I think she needs a third one.
Honestly, I put her up there with Diana.
Me too. I would say oh it I
I would put above
I
Diana.
would probably put her as number one. Yeah.
She's so stupid
I think
strong. It's
she's so
annoying.
fucking strong. I also, by the way, I still have not gotten her in an ARAM since last time I got her with you guys.
Are you kidding me?
No, the Riot hates me.
Oh.
John Riot hates me. That one game, he said never again will you get Mel.
Never again, bitch.
Never again.
Never.
Yunara. She's so strong when she ults. And that's pretty much it for
She
me.
does domino snowball though.
Yeah. That's my thing is that like I truly hate playing champions where you have to focus hard on staying safe for the first 15, 20 minutes of the game and then you just do hella damage, because it's like I never know when the point is to where it's like, oh, I hurt now. You know?
Yeah.
It happens for me by accident that I figure it out. I'm like, oh, I killed that guy. I guess I'm strong now.
You said, "Oh,
Um
I did that shit."
yeah, so I think that she's just like our other ADCs. I think she's really strong. I think she's probably part of me thinks that with her snowball, she's kind of like maybe right here.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Zahendo, our last one.
Mm,
He was a lot scarier to me when he first came out. Um, I used to think that his free GA was really fucking OP, and now I kind of feel like it's really easy to make sure he doesn't get that.
yeah. I feel like he definitely was a lot scarier when he first came out, and now I'm kind of like, if I do see him, I'm like, all right, just get him to the GA part, let him do whatever, and then like get
Mm-hmm.
out. But it's not like it's a little scary when he's like in the middle of you and you don't have time to get out. So I'll give him that. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not pressed or scared if I see a Zahin get picked.
Yeah. I would say same. I'm kind of like in the if I see a Zehen get really fed, I start getting really scared of him. But like just the initial existence of him in a game does not make me sweat at all. Like I ain't got no
Honestly, I
worries.
might even put him like below Kale, maybe.
I think I could be down for that.
Oh, actually, no, between Renekton and Fiddle, I think.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like their ultis
Akshan's
do
right
roughly the
there.
same ish.
Yeah, I feel like Renekton to me is kind of where I think Zehen is headed as a champion. So this makes sense to
Mm-hmm.
me to do. Like I think that because just like Renekton, I think Zaheen has like a chance to be a really really strong top laner, and he's got really good team fight and really good engage. It's just that you have to wait for that point, I feel now, because you're
Mm-hmm.
so easy to just like deny early on. And I feel like Renekton's kind of the same way. I feel like Renekton is very much like a you can deny him, at least the Renekton's that I've played against, but then again, like I'm low elo, so
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, shit. Well, this is it, guys. Bask in the glory.
Bask in the glory. We'll never do it again because holy shit.
Three 2-hour podcasts to go through 172 league champs. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. That is a lot.
Yeah. It was kind of fun though.
I do. I do like it a
I
lot,
did kind of
actually.
like it a lot. We got, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, here's something that I've learned too is that between A and C, that's where the most champs are.
Yeah.
Which
I think
means,
there's still some good honorable shitters down there in F tier,
yeah,
though.
yeah, I think that there are some I think everybody who is in D and F arguably could easily make their way up. It's just that they need to either they need to be reworked or people just need to learn the plus sides of their kits and their playability.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see a lot of ones down here that I personally would play in a heartbeat. Like I would play a Janna. I love Janna.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the only one? Did I just say this and there's only one down here I would play? No, I'd play a Zillion. I don't know Poppy all that well. But yeah, there's a few of them down here that I would say like I mean like I would want like Klaus's Kennen on my team in a heartbeat.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
Or
He
like
plays a
I would
nasty
want
one.
like Alpha's Callista in a heartbeat. The thing is that like if it's anybody but who I know, I probably wouldn't want them around.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I will go ahead and get our full tier list screenshot and posted for you guys in the Discord so that you can complain about it.
Because we know you will. Don't
Yeah.
even play with us.
Yeah. But good. I'm glad that we kind of discussed who to move where as we did it though, because holy shit, this takes forever.
Yeah.
Any
I'm actually shocked. I literally when we're suggesting, hey, we should do these things because it would be cool to do these tier lists because we just rattled off a few in our DMs and pinned them. Never would I have thought that we would do 3-part series on the league
yeah,
tier list. Like what the fuck, dude?
never in 100 years would I have thought that we would have. I would have never thought that after the first episode, I was like, oh, we'll just split this in half. It'll be fine. And then last time when we were like, are we gonna have to 3-part this? I was like,
are we still going, bro?
I was like, dude, we gotta start limiting our tier list to like we should have done like best top laners, best jungles. Like if we had split it up like that, maybe it would have been a little better, but maybe we were a little ambitious to think that we could get through all 172 champs in
100%.
yeah, because really if you think about it, even if we only talked about each of them for a minute, that's 170 minutes. That's almost 3 hours alone. So we were kind of silly on that one.
Yeah, but like we're always just silly, goofy guys.
Yeah, that is true.
Like,
we're just a silly.
I feel like we were on brand.
Yeah, I feel like this was. I feel like this was completely appropriate for us.
I agree.
Yeah,
we did great.
Yeah, 100%. And we hope that you guys agree with us because you had to sit through like 6 hours of this.
Yeah. Honestly, our bad, but also not because I had an amazing time.
Yeah, I had a blast and I learned a lot about mine and Cap's similar opinions on champs.
Yeah, I really liked that we were like, dude, can you believe, actually, let me hear this hot take. Fuck this guy. And you're like, I also don't like that guy.
When I said, here's my hot take, useless as an AC, you said complete ass. I said, baller.
Completely
we are the same.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent.
Big fan.
Well, next time we have a super special treat for you guys. I won't tell you the topic, but I will tell you we're doing a little bit of a curiosity corner.
Yes. Ooh. We've been a little slacking on the corner and we've both been itching to do one. So we're definitely going to be doing one.
100%.
You don't get any types of tips.
Yes.
At all.
Yeah. Also, I would like to extend, I've already received a complaint about the tier list. And it is that Yumi and Corky were ranked too high.
Preach. They just might, dude. F might not be enough for them.
Yeah, they just. I think earlier Kika said they just deserve a dog shit tier of their own. And perhaps you're right.
Perhaps in another look at it, we might just repost it with them in dog shit era.
We just make one singular tier list and it just says dog shit and it just has the two of them.
Just the two of them. Those were the fastest throws into the F tier that we've ever done.
100%. That was I don't know what was worst. Was it that or was it our complete and total hate for not Good and Plenty's. What was the Bit of Honey?
Oh, fucking Bit of Honey's, bro.
Was it?
No, the Bit of Honey's the best.
Yeah, I feel like the Bit of Honey.
That seed is so fucking funny.
Every single time that I think back to when we sat there and we were like, this candy, I don't even put into my bag. I drop on the porch in front of the person who handed it to me.
It's like, I litter, bro, was the admittance. I litter, bro.
It's so fucking good. It's so incredible. But yes,
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I littered
this, yeah, for sure.
Oh my
But
god.
yes, we hope that you guys enjoyed the final part. We are just as happy to
Yes.
be done with it as I'm sure that you guys are, so that we can get some new and exciting topics. We have a couple planned. So
Mm-hmm.
next week is already, like I said, a coroner. But then we have like a very fun thing planned for a few weeks from now, and so we're very excited to share that with you guys. Um,
Yes.
Anything else that you got?
No, not really. We are doing, again, as Veda just said, we are doing an episode next week. Since we did miss one, we're doing two back to backs. So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind. We'll be back again next week, not in two
Yeah.
weeks.
And
But
then two
without
weeks
further
after
ado,
that.
Coveys, thank you guys so much for
Yeah, yeah,
listening,
yeah,
watching,
yeah.
all that jazz. Make sure to check out the YouTube and the Spotify and all that jazz. And we love you. So
Yeah.
remember, Coveys, to
Keep it
keep it
real,
real,
but
but
keep
keep
it
it curious.
curious. Goodbye.
Goodbye.